Hello everyone, ciao a tutti and welcome to another video. So, today we will be playing again Goblin. And you will see this list, it's very similar, actually almost the same to the one that I showed you a few days ago. But the thing is that I wasn't I was happy with the list, how it came out, but at the same time I was not happy with the list and how it came out. I don't know if you understand me, but I had this kind of feeling that, this deck could give more. And so what I did is playing around with this deck, trying to find other solutions. And actually one solution that nobody else has, or at least it was my impression, nobody else has applied, is that using Patchwork Banner instead of the Goblin Lords. And why I decided to go for this card instead of other Goblin cards that might be actually, have the synergy being a Goblin, and giving +1/+1 to other Goblins. The thing is that I realized that for once, when you play, I don't know, the other Goblin gives us +1/+1. Let me quickly find it instead. When we play this guy here, the Dropkick Bomber, it's still a cost 3. And it's a Goblin, so you have the synergy with Rundvelt Hordemaster that gives +1/+1. So basically, you're gonna have like with both on the field, you will have like 3/4 and 2/2, and that's very true. But at the same time, if you have like if the opponent has something like minus effect, a global minus effect, like -2/-2, you're basically gonna lose everything. Also, when you play this 3-cost card, you will basically waste one turn, because it's true that you are playing a card, but at the same time, that's your mana. I mean, in this deck, when you have 3-4 mana, you're basically already over 75% of your game, so it's more or less, what was done is done. While the Patchwork Banner, it's +1/+1 that also gives you mana, so basically you need 3 mana to play it, but when you do, you actually have 1 mana back. And this will give you the option to play another Cacophony, to play another Burnout, to play another Fanatical Firebrand, to play another Reckless Lackey, and especially those last two will have haste. So basically you can play this one and just attack with a 2/2. I don't know, in my opinion, this one is better. Also, when the opponent, and very often the opponent has either spot removal or board wipes. When the opponent has this kind of cards, you lose all your advantages at once. So basically, let's say that an opponent has a spot removal, he kills you your Rundvelt, and he cannot so do it as an instant, and block, and give -1/-1 all of a sudden to all your goblins. While I mean, it's not impossible. It's much more difficult. That they will have a solution for the Patchwork Banner. In general, I do feel that this card gave me more value than the others. Then, please, this list, it's one of my weird one, right? Why don't please stick? It doesn't want to stick. All right. I mean. This list is one of my weird 62 cards list, because I was really undecided. I want to have 4 of these and three of those. So I was very much undecided which one I want to throw down the bridge. So up to you. Definitely you can remove few cards. I went for 22 decks, 22 lands. That it might look a little bit too much, but remember that we need to get 3 lands in order to play the Patchwork. We need to get 3 lands in order to play the Squee. We need 3 lands in order to play the Howlsquad Heavy, and we need to get 4 in order to play Krenko. And I think the 2 extras are actually lands. up to you if you want to make a few changes. You can go with one less Rundvelt, for example. You can go for one less Firebrand and one less land. You can go for one less Krenko or just one Krenko in a whole deck. I mean, I do believe that it gives you a lot of flexibility. To be honest, I've been playing this list quite a bit with 62 cards. It goes quite fine. So since I have nothing to complain in 62, I think I will keep it this way because I mean rules are rules and all right, but this is also nice because it's a game and you can do whatever you like. So really up to you. This is just how I like to play my thing. But in general, I do believe there is no need to introduction because I mean we know the Searslicer, one extra token goblin when we attack. We know the Fanatical Firebrand, super useful, especially when the opponent has those tiny bones, those Llanowar well elf that you want to just remove because they can give too much extra value too early in the game. Reckless Lackey, I like it because it has haste, it has 5 strike, you can sacrifice it for 3 mana and make a token and draw a card. That, in my opinion, it's huge if you play it well. The Burnout gives start your engines and a menace. I mean, really something that you want to have around. Cacophony, maybe you can remove those, but I like those because sometimes you're just missing those 2-3 damage, and this one is going to give you the chance to go for it straight in the opponent face. And finally, of course, our lords, the Rundvelt, the Squee. I mean, they talk by himself. Dragon Fodder is going to give you an extra aggro, 2 tokens in 1 turn. It's a sorcery, so a little bit of a shame, but for 2 mana, I honestly think it's quite good. And finally, of course, our winning combo. Winning combo is between the Howlsquad Heavy, so haste to all your goblin, and plus the token, and the Krenko mock boss. It means that you play this one, you play the Krenko, you create as many tokens as so basically you double your goblin pool, and with this in place you can just attack and go for the win. As you can see, I removed the Goblin Surprise. You know as much I love that card, but in my opinion this deck uses all the mana during the first main phase most of the time, so you will most of the time not have the chance to play it as it should be. So I replaced basically the Goblin Surprise with the Dragon Fodder. It's half of the value, of course, because the Goblin Surprise does the token plus, as the other option, give us +2/+0 to all your creatures. This one makes only the token plus Goblin Surprise. So it's an instant, this one is a sorcery. Of course, we are talking about 2 very different cards. In my opinion, this one is cheaper, fits a little bit better in this deck. Leave it as an option if you like to play the other way around, really up to you. Finally, I've seen around decks that plays the sorcery, I don't remember the name of the source, but there is an enchantment that gives 1 damage to every opponent every time a creature comes into play. It's nice. I don't like it so much because I don't think you will ever... I mean, it's too reliant on the Krenko combo, while this one, it's as a win con, a little bit more flexible. You can play instead, if you really want to, the Goblin Oriflamme instead of the Patchwork. It's 1 mana cheaper. It's an enchantment. This one is an artifact. In my opinion, it's easier to remove the enchantment than the artifact. But in general, the real advantage of this artifact is that it's is gonna give you mana. So if you have 3 mana and this one, it's just like you have 4. So it means that you can play every card in your deck. Otherwise, if you have this one, you may play this one, but further in the into the game, you might not be able to play the Howlsquad Heavy or the Krenko mob boss. That it means that the Howlsquad Heavy combo will never trigger. So again, option, option, option. This is what is nice in this deck. This is what I love about this game. So this is my 2.0 Goblin race list. And let's see how it goes. And as usually, let's hope that Arena will be lenient with us and let me show you the full potential of this deck. See you later. And totally keepable. I like very much having the Cavern of Souls in the first stand because it means that I will not be afraid of any counter. Cacophony, very nice to have. Searslicer, I like this hand very much, so let's go ahead and let's play it. So I will go with the Cacophony first, of course. Let's see what the kind of reply opponent has. Nothing. Okay, it's a drain deck. Decline. So second turn I like better going with the Searslicer because it's gonna give me a third creature. Opponent definitely is gonna have a removal. With the cat I will go with this and this and just swing for a lot already on the third turn. Opponent is not scared. And it is too much. It is too much. This kind of hand, it's too much. Okay, so we have 2 lands, and the opponent goes first. But we have the Burnout and we have the Searslicer, so I will keep it anyway. At some point, I hope to get to the third land. Okay, here it is. Double Cavern of Souls for the opponent. And triple health. Okay, so this is what I meant. Of course, opponent has a lot of value. So I took down one of their elves, and I managed to attack. Wow. They are transforming the land. It's okay, I have a free blocker every turn. Let's go with Krenko. Opponent has a lot of mana. What's their last card? I guess they will gain life. Fair enough. So let's go for maximum goblins here. Okay, so if they don't have Amin for trampling, I think we are good. Alright. And that's it. That's it. Yes. Okay, so we have the patchwork, so I will keep basically this hand just because I want to show you what I mean when I say the extra value that the patchwork will bring. I hope I will, this is not gonna be a shame of a game. So let's start the engine and then attack. So second level right away. Perfect. So you see, now we have the patchwork. We say goblin. We attack. They're gonna block, of course. And we have the mana to play another goblin. So now we go for our Squee. I will keep this one just because I don't really want to. I hope they don't have some board wipe or stuff like that. Okay, I think they are cooked. They are totally cooked. We also have Krenko. Yeah, you see? See how smooth this game was? Because when this deck has enough mana to do its shenanigans, you're basically, it's smooth sail. It's totally smooth sail. Opponent goes first, but our hand is very nice. We have 3 mana, we have the Cavern of Souls, we have the Start Our Engine, and we have the Howlsquad, so I will keep it. Let's see what the opponent is playing. I would be afraid, honestly, only of white control. Because white control has the Sunfall, but we all know that Sunfall is a cheat card, right? So that's why we don't play it, and that's why we hate it. Opponent is thinking about the first land you want to play. Normally it's a land. So the first card you want to play, it's a land. Just, you know, after several years of Brave Magic, I can share this secret with you. Pai Mei style, you know? A lot of thinking. Life's choices. What we will have for dinner. Okay. So this land makes me think about some enchantment-related deck. I mean, you don't need to be Sherlock Holmes, right? But we started our engine. Ooh, it's a counter deck. It's a counter deck. Okay, so counter it's interesting. It can go out of hand very quickly. I have actually, I will be show you my counter deck very soon. It's ready and I love it. I just want to show you this deck again before because of course it's alright. Are you going to attack? Saudashi. Let's go with Goblin and let's go with this. Ah, that was stupid. I wasn't thinking about the... yeah. I wasn't thinking about the X-proof. Okay. So it's enchant, counter enchanting. Let's do this. So let's attack. Second, really. Yeah, forget about it. Something else you wanna do? Yeah. Strong. I mean, double sheltered by ghost. Yes. And it's keepable. We have our lovely Patchwork Banner. We do start and we can start our engine. So let's go. Let's go. We could be very quick. Again, sheltered by ghosts. Johnny. Okay. I think we can deal with that, Johnny. You can block the Cacophony. Sure. I will take that action. I will kill their source of life gain, at least the one that I know of. And then I will have the Cacophony to block the Ajani. Super. You wanna attack with the Ajani? No, you don't, huh? So look at this. Attack. +3/+3. And this is what I want to show you. You see what the option that you have? You see what you have? 2 extra mana in this deck are huge. Are absolutely huge. I don't understand why I'm the only one who's playing this deck this way. Because you see, basically you now have 5 mana and the +1/+1 to all your creature. So look at those 4/4 with menace. This one I can shoot it and kill an Ajani. That it's pretty much an achievement in my book, and still be able to play basically for free the Rundvelt Hordemaster. So I mean, what do you want more? What do you want more? Okay, we are a tiny bit short on mana, but we do start. We have 2 ace creature, and we have the banner. So as soon as we hit the 3rd land, if we hit the 3rd land, we are game. I can also shoot any weird 1/1 that the opponent may play. Sure, go for the throat. Aha, cut down. I wanna keep the combo. I really hope. I really hope I will get the 3rd land, like now. Opponent is gonna waste his first cut down, maybe also the second one. Here it is. Go for the second cut down. Ah, I could have given him an extra damage. That was stupid. Do you have more? Do we want to bait another? No, let's be brave. Again, removal. Good, very good. Yeah, let's attack just with this. That's cool. I will block this and I will kill this. He needs to take a damage in order to do that. Speed 4. Let's play our last card. And that's it. That's it. It would have been overwhelming the next turn. It was not the combo because opponent went like cut down, go for the throat. But still, look at this. I like this hand. I still miss the third land, but I like it nonetheless. I think we can do some damage. Opponent played the fairy, the pixie without any. So we have the third land. I will play the Cannon Fodder, the Dragon Fodder, because next turn I wanna go with the banner. Ooh, another banner now. So let's go with the banner. Next turn we can do banner. I don't really care. As far as you don't have you don't have. So let's go with another banner. Let's go with. Cannot block that one. Land is not bad. We have max speed now. Let's see which other. Nice. Ah, that's a shame. Woohoo! Woohoo! So we can do this. And we can do this. Let's see if they forget that we have. Okay. Of course, I will go for this one. Do you have another way to kill my heavy? You don't! You don't! You don't! You don't! You don't! So I have 5 mana. No, I have a lot of mana. I can do I can play all of them. I just have to be a little bit smart. Nice! Look at this! 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 It's just because the extra mana from the banners, huh? Just because the extra mana from the banners. I go first. We have start our engines, so we can go again 1 extra land. But with 22, I'm pretty confident we will get there. Here it is. This is Swarm deck. Let's see who swarms the best. Nice. So I will go with this, just because... Let's see if they want to block with both. I honestly want to get to max speed. Super, I was thinking this is what's gonna happen. I have a spare one, they don't know of course, but I have a spare one in my hand. And this one should go back. This one is tapped. And this one is tapped. Yes. We are exactly where I wanted to be. They cannot block this one. No. We are on max speed now. You see, now they will probably have a mean to kill the Rundvelt, and it's okay. The thing is that with a patchwork instead, I mean that's it. You know, you keep the +1/+1. So now what is gonna happen? That I will probably attack. They will probably block, and then I will lose a bunch of goblins. Okay, they're using a sorcery instead. Another one? Ah, that's a bit of a shame. Oh, yes. Not the Cacophony, because I want to use this one for the last. Land is not what we want to see. They can block only one, so 3 will go in. That Goblin on top. Nice. At 3 will go in. Anyway. Actually 4 will go in anyway. Okay, we go first. I mean, let's keep it, even though we could do much better with this deck. Opponent has like big blue control vibes. I don't know why. Let's see if I'm wrong. Maybe now it's gonna be black. Or, I don't know, mono red. But the overall light blue in the... Yeah, you see. You're gonna kill it? I'm pretty sure they have like, exactly, they have a like cut down in hand. And baiting all the cut downs, it's quite important because the Howlsquad Heavy, unfortunately, it can be affected by cut down. So I will try to bait out another cut down here. And I will do it this way, playing also the Cacophony. So if they have another removal, they will probably use it now. I think. Exactly as prescribed. Okay. Let's go. I mean, we cannot play around. We are mono red at the end of the day, right? We cannot play around removals the whole day. Opponent already played 3 different removals. So there are, lately there are those decks that are just like they play only removal. Just hoping to get you, you know, frustrated enough another one. I don't understand why they didn't attack. Do they know that when this one goes to 0, they lose the game, right? Can take my Krenko. We lost the game. Nice. Let's see what we have. A little bit of a god hand here from the opponent side. Okay, we go first. We have the Burnout, we have the Patchwork, we have the Searslicer. I think we have all the elements to make this game a blast. Opponent is black, well, we don't really care. Let's go with... So if they have a removal, if it's mono black, they will take out one of those two for sure. Instead they make us choose. That's a big... Let's go. Goblin. Down. One goblin, another goblin. Another goblin. 3 in the speed. I don't care. I don't care. I love it. We already have 4 mana, so let's just attack. Can you pump it somehow? This is black. We need max speed. Decline. Okay, no. Now, if they have a board wipe, we will be very, very sad. And they could have yes. Let's get that one.
A fight? And you think you can win? Haven't you ever heard of personal space?
And this is what I wanna see. Yes! Okay, for once we got the top deck of life. The top deck of life. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is the deck. I will show you the full footage because we played as many games. 9 games, we lost only 2 times. So I would say that it's definitely a 70%. I don't want to say 80 because it's 9. So it's not 10. So I will call it 70% winning ratio here. Of course, I mean, we should need to play much more in order to be sure, but for this video, we got 75, come on, 75% winning ratio. That for a 62, oh my god, what are you doing card there? I mean, list, it's a little bit of an achievement in my book. And most importantly, I do believe it's super fun to play. You really feel the power of the Horde here, you know? You really have the chance to play the Howlsquad Krenko mob boss combo much more often than how it used to be with the other cards. And the Patchwork, it's extremely effective versus all those cards that normally compromise. You know, they normally bother the win con for this deck. That it's basically every kind of spot removal and board wipe. Because I mean, it's give you a certainty that it's gonna stay, it's gonna last. Opponent is gonna be too busy in removing your creature to care about the artifact. The only downside, of course, I mean, opponent has, just like the game we played, opponent has like huge life gain. Maybe you stay behind. It's not 100% sure because you can have your right. I mean, you can deal the good amount of damage, but still, of course, if the opponent starts turn 2 with Sheltered by Ghost on top of a creature that then is going to be like a 8/8, you don't have the time to to cover for that. And of course, board wipes and whatsoever. I mean, it's an aggro deck, so it has all the problem that normal aggro decks have. But in general, I have so much fun with this. I like this list so much better than the previous one that I showed you. And actually, I like this list much better than the other content creator and in general I playing against. So strongly recommended if you like aggro, strongly recommended if you like goblin, strongly recommended if you like to swarm with your deck and go really super wide with your attackers. So that's it for today. Thank you very much. As usually, if you like this video, please put a like, comment something, and subscribe, of course, most importantly. Actually, do the other way around. First subscribe, and then thumbs up and comments. That would be, yes, my to-do list. And thank you very much for watching, of course, and see you next time.